What you are about to
10,
watch
9,
is the story
8,
of the most powerful
7,
machine
6,
ever built
5. We
by
have to go
human
ready to
beings.
start. 2,
A rocket
1.
so big,
zero.
it makes every
Booster.
other rocket look like a toy. So powerful, its engines shake the ground from miles away. So important that the entire future of humanity depends on whether it works. On May 19th, 2026, SpaceX will attempt to launch Starship version 3, and nothing will ever be the same. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why this rocket matters. Not just for scientists, not just for billionaires, but for every single human being alive on this planet. Let's go. In 2002, a man
32
stood in a
seconds into the
field
flight.
in Texas,
The 3
watching
liquid
his
fuel main
rocket
engines soon
explode
will throttle back to
for the
72.
third time in a row. He was almost broke. His engineers were ready to quit. Everyone said he was
Go
crazy.
for main engine start.
That man
We have
was
main engine
Elon
start.
Musk. And that failure led to the most powerful rocket ever built.
6, 5,
In 5
4.
days, Starship
T-minus
V3
10,
launches.
9, 8.
This
7,
is the full
6.
story of how one man's obsession is about to change humanity forever. To understand Starship V3, we have to go back to the beginning. The year is 2002. A young entrepreneur named Elon Musk just sold his company PayPal for $1.5 billion. Most people would retire, buy an island, relax. But Musk had one obsession, one dream that kept him up at night. He wanted to go to Mars. Not visit it, not send a robot. He wanted to build a city there, a human civilization on another planet. People laughed at him. Experts called him crazy. NASA didn't take him seriously. So he started SpaceX with his own money in a small office in California with a team of just a few engineers. And in the beginning, they failed. Rocket after rocket exploded. Millions of dollars burned to ash. 3 launches failed in a row. Musk was almost broke. He had enough money for one more launch. Just one. And that launch worked. That was the moment SpaceX was born. That was the moment Starship became possible. Fast forward to today, 2026, and SpaceX has built something that would make even NASA engineers drop their coffee. Starship version 3. Let me give you the numbers because they are absolutely insane. Height, 123 meters tall. That is taller than a 40-story skyscraper. If you parked it next to the Statue of Liberty, Starship would tower over it. Engines, 33 Raptor engines on the booster alone, each one more powerful than anything that came before. Combined thrust, 16 million pounds of force. That is more than double the Saturn V rocket, the rocket that took humans to the moon in 1969. Payload capacity, over 100 metric tons to orbit. That means it can carry more cargo to space than any rocket ever launched in human history. But here's what makes version 3 different from everything before it. It is fully reusable. Both the rocket booster and the spacecraft come back to Earth and land like they never left. That one feature changes everything. Because right now, launching to space costs tens of thousands of dollars per kilogram. With Starship, Musk wants to bring that cost down to just a few $100s. Imagine if plane tickets cost what they cost today because every plane was thrown away after one flight. That's what space travel looks like right now. Starship is the plane that lands and flies again. But Starship isn't just a cool engineering project. It has a mission. A real, official, government-funded mission. NASA has chosen Starship as the lunar lander for the Artemis program. That means the next humans to walk on the moon will get there on a Starship. Think about that. The last time humans stood on the moon was December 1972. That's over 50 years ago. Most people alive today were not even born. And the vehicle that will take us back is launching in 5 days. Blue Origin's lunar lander mock-up is already assembled at Johnson Space Center. Artemis astronauts are already training inside it. The mission is real. The timeline is now. And if everything goes right with version 3, humans could be standing on the moon within the next few years. For the first time in half a century, standing on another world, looking back at Earth, knowing that a rocket called Starship brought them there.
But the moon is just the beginning.
The real
32
goal
seconds into
was
the flight.
always Mars.
The 3
Elon
liquid fuel
Musk
main
has said
engines
it
soon will
clearly.
throttle back to
He wants
72% of
1
rated
million
performance down in
humans
the...
living on Mars by
7,
2050.
6,
That sounds like science
4,
fiction,
3,
but let's think
2,
about it seriously.
1.
Mars is
Liftoff
225
of
million
Space Shuttle
kilometers
8,
away.
7,
A one-way trip
6,
takes 7 months.
4,
The planet has
3,
no breathable air. Temperatures drop to minus
0,
80
and
degrees at night.
liftoff for the final
Radiation
launch
from the
of
sun
Endeavour.
hits the surface
Expanding
constantly.
T-minus 5,
And yet,
4,
Starship
3,
is being designed
2,
for exactly
1.
this. Fully
Booster
reusable,
ignition
so multiple
and
ships can
liftoff
be
of
sent.
Discovery.
Massive
Hoisting
payload,
harmony
so
to the
supplies,
heavens.
habitats, equipment can all go. Refuelable in orbit, so it can make the long journey. NASA has already tested a plasma engine that could carry humans to Mars faster than ever before. The technology is coming together, piece by piece, launch by launch. And every time Starship flies successfully, Mars gets a little closer. Not metaphorically, literally. So what exactly happens on May 19th?
1 minute now to touchdown.
At
Discovery's landing
launch,
gear will be launched
33
down and into
Raptor
place.
engines
300
ignite
feet in altitude.
simultaneously. The sound alone is powerful enough to break windows. The ground shakes. The sky turns orange.
3,500 feet.
8,
Starship climbs
7, 6,
faster and faster,
4,
breaking through the atmosphere.
1.
At peak velocity,
Liftoff
it travels
of
at over
Space Shuttle
27,000 kilometers per hour.
Enhance the vision of Hubble.
That is 25 times the speed of sound.
7, 6,
The booster separates.
3, 2,
Is where
0,
version 3
and
does something
liftoff for the
that
final
still
launch
feels
of Endeavour.
impossible to watch.
Expanding our knowledge, expanding our
The
lives.
booster falls back to Earth,
T-minus 10, 9,
and the launch
8,
tower
7,
reaches out with
6,
giant mechanical arms and catches it
2,
mid-air
1, 0,
like a pair of
and
robotic
liftoff.
chopsticks. If that works, the booster is ready to fly again in hours, not months. Meanwhile, the spacecraft continues to orbit, completes its mission, then re-enters the atmosphere at blistering speeds. Heat tiles glow white hot, and it lands, upright, ready for its next flight. This is version 3. This is May 19. This is the future, launching in 5 days. I know what some of you are thinking. This is cool, but what does it have to do with me? Everything. Because making space cheap and accessible doesn't just help astronauts, it changes life on Earth. Cheaper satellites mean faster internet everywhere, even in the most remote villages on Earth. Space-based solar power could beam clean energy to any country on the planet. Asteroid mining could give us access to resources worth trillions of dollars. And most importantly, it gives humanity a backup plan. Right now, every single human being, every person you love, every memory, every culture, every piece of art exists on one planet. One asteroid, one pandemic, one catastrophic event, and it's all gone. Starship is humanity's insurance policy. It's how we make sure that whatever happens to Earth, the human story continues. On May 19, a rocket will light up the sky over Texas. And whether it succeeds or fails, it will tell us something important about how close we are to becoming something we've never been before. A species that doesn't just live on one world, but reaches for many. I'll be covering the launch live right here, so make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because you do not want to miss this. The countdown has started. May 19 is almost here, and humanity is about to take its next giant leap.